What they expect from schools. Every school has its own way, which they think is the best to teach. Whether it is to give many assignments to students, give many theories to memorize, or directly go to the field to practice. But with all of that, is it really the best for the students? Is it what students expect from schools? For some students, it is probably the best way for them to learn, but statistics do not lie. Based on the annual survey of student engagement in US, 73% said, "I don't like schools." And of course, there are many reasons behind the big percentage of students that don't like schools. Is it about the teachers that are so strict, giving too many assignments to do? Is it about the values that they cannot learn from schools? Or is it about the overloaded lesson hours that make students stressed, and eventually they will think school as a burden? Our school system is not as efficient as it is. In Indonesia, the minimum of lesson hours is 5 hours. Even some schools apply 8 hours of studying in schools. Despite all of those hours, Indonesia is still categorized as a developing country. The rate of unemployment in Indonesia is extremely high, and it keeps on increasing every year, while in Japan, the minimum of lesson hours is 3 hours. And Japan is categorized as a developed country, and the rate of unemployment is not as much as Indonesia. From this we can see, no matter how many hours of studying in schools, it's about the way it is taught and what knowledge students get when they go home from schools. I expect for a better quality of teaching for schools. Teachers nowadays, especially in this online learning, just keep on giving their students assignments without knowing whether the students understand or not. It is better for both students and teachers if the teachers give more explanation than assignments, so students will understand what the teachers are explaining about. Students can also give their own opinion, and teachers can also learn from the students. I expect schools in Indonesia to have fewer lesson hours and have a financial lesson in it. School will be useful for my future, of course. High scores will make it easier for me to find a certain job, that's for sure. But I suggest schools in Indonesia to have an extracurricular that emphasizes about financial lesson with a great mentor to teach, so there will be more option for students. In the future, we also deal with lots of financial related stuff. Money management, money income and outcome, and taxes too. So it is very important to teach students financial knowledge since childhood. I've seen an interview of an influencer, Jerome Pauline, when he was asked if he became the Minister of Education in Indonesia, what he will do. He said that he will decrease the lesson hours of Indonesia. He thought it was too much for students and would make students hate schools. It is relatable for me. Since I moved into a new school, I feel all the burden inside me. Every day my school starts at 7:30 a.m. and ends at 2:50 p.m., which is too long for me, of course. Many assignments that I need to do prevent me to do what I want to do and explore new things besides school to find my true self. Because not everyone is good at school subjects, and we cannot define the success of someone by looking at his scores. He may be low at his math or science scores. He may be look so dumb in schools, often get scolded by the teachers, but it does not mean that he will not be a successful person in the future. I do not say that the system of schools in Indonesia is bad. I just expect a lot more than what we are doing right now in schools. And I hope in the future, all schools will have more efficient way of teaching, give students freedom, implant financial knowledge to students, and the education in Indonesia will be a benefit for new generations and teachers. Thank you.